is big data? How many think big data is super important now in HR? Okay, a few of you raise your hand. I was having a conversation yesterday with someone who is sort of in charge of HRIS, and she's convinced that big data is the HRIS system. I said, no, big data is much bigger than your HRIS system. But you're right, there's a lot of data in there. That is true. But how many of you have a loyalty program card from any supermarket, gas station, retail shop? Guess what? They're tracking everything you buy. Why would they do that? And when they have thousands and thousands of people's data, they know what products get sold fastest, what other products they tend to buy, and they can anticipate what things should be next to each other on the shelves. First off, what is big data anyway? Massive amounts of data, information, structured or unstructured. And what I mean by that structured data is this, some sort of data set you might get an export from some sort of HRIS or some sort of tracking sheet you create. Unstructured data is like all the stuff in your inbox. You can learn a lot about a person just by the emails. I have coworkers who send me emails, and the subject line is from a different conversation. And the response is clearly from their phone because there's typos in it, it's one sentence, and there's lots of abbreviations. Then there are other people who the whole message is just the subject line, and the message body is just their signature body. And then there are people like me who write 3 pages of email stuff, and then realize that this person's never going to read all this junk, so I delete everything except 5 sentences. And I spend way too much time writing the email. You know what I mean? But that tells you something about the person. Imagine analyzing all the emails from people. You think you might be able to predict something about them? What was really big, like a year or 2 ago, was big data. Everyone's still talking about it, but it's sort of already over, right? The excitement's not as hype as it used to be. In 2013 is when everyone was talking about big data. This could be the biggest thing in all sorts of industries, not just HR, everywhere. Then we're going through this process of disillusionment. Oh, yeah, there's lots of data, but what do we do with it? Oh, come on. You didn't realize that was coming? How many of you guys have an HRIS or an applicant tracking system in your organization? How good's the data? Yeah. Hello? And then eventually they go, oh, there's some useful stuff in here. Slope of enlightenment. Okay? And so then they start to actually use the data, and it starts to become more valuable. So what are HR metrics? Anybody use HR metrics? You take attendance? Turnover? I should say staff churn. In Europe, turnover means revenue. You know that? Yeah. It confuses the heck out of me every time I talk about colleagues. So, right, the turnover of staff, yes, absolutely. What about, like ROI or other things? Yes?
Time to fill.
Time to fill. Thank you for saying that. Yeah, it's a very common one as well. Sorry? Engagement? Yeah, sure. Engagement. That's a very big one right now. It's actually very very hot. There was a SHRM survey of 357 randomly selected, whatever that means, human resources professionals. And they asked, does your organization use HR metrics? Do they track it? 39% said yes, 53% said no, and some said, I don't know. You don't know? You're in HR. How do you not know? How many of you guys have salespeople in your organization? Does anyone have salespeople? Good. How many of you guys make something in your organization? You produce a widget, a service, you provide something to the external public, the company, etc. Okay. How do you get the other people, the client, to buy it? Marketing, sales, something, right? Somehow that happens, right? So this is a particular case study from a client. They're actually a financial sort of technology company. Basically, it's credit card processing, electronic payment processing, etc. They had a big challenge with voluntary separation rate, i.e. staff churn. People kept quitting. Anyone have a job or a particular role in an organization where you just can't keep people in the organization? Yeah, right? Turnover is usually a problem. It's not a problem with the people you don't want. If the people you don't like leave, that's a big problem. Because then you don't have to fire them, you don't think of stuff, they just chose to leave. But when the people you're hiring in are leaving at a very high rate, this company had over 100% turnover. They couldn't keep people a whole year. They couldn't even keep people 90 days. We did a study, we found that 8 particular personality dimensions or behaviors were able to use in different combinations using statistics, in other words, a mathematical formula, or a regression equation, to predict the key metrics that they thought were important based on what they were trying to accomplish. Profit, target achievement, meaning you're selling things that are highly profitable. Closed sales from referrals, because they wanted to get more referrals. And new sales target achievement, meaning new clients. Getting new clients, you're increasing, you've got high profitability, you're getting lots of referrals, that's probably a good salesperson, yes? Considering the job? Okay. So what do we find? Average over 6 months. This is percentage of target achievement, meaning new sales. The high max score group, the group that had the high fit score, very close to hitting 100%. Pretty good for like initial program. The middle score, 60%. The low score, 25, 20-something%. What does that mean? If you have a high score on the max score, the odds are you're not going to hit sales targets. Would that be important to know? If you want to hire someone who thinks not likely to hit sales targets? Probably not. What about difference in tenure? The high and moderate max scores, the high and moderate group on the max score, the overall fit score, had double the tenure duration of the lowest group. Is that useful to know? Yeah, they're losing people faster than they can handle. I mean, it almost would have been great for them to pay a retention bonus. Just stay. No, they're not related. The sales and this is a different, with the same overall fit score, we were able to create it in such a way that people who had a higher score stayed twice as long.